Some good news from Wall Street. The Dow surges as much as 800 points as new data raises hope that inflation may be peaking, but investors are still waiting to see who will control Congress. And we are excited to have with us back again Scott Reed, who is the CEO of Hardy Reid and the author of Top 40 Rules of Investing. So, does the market fluctuate based on who's in control in Congress?
Well, a lot of people want to think it does, but if you want a safe haven from politics, and there are not many of those these days, just go to the stock market because it doesn't really care who's in power. If you look at the last 100 years, Democratic presidencies have averaged 2% higher than Republican presidencies, but a lot of that time we had Republican Congresses, and so you can say anything you want to, you can conclude anything you want to, but it really doesn't care. Really, the day-to-day fluctuations in the market are based on greed and fear. There have been a lot of fear of inflation. That's one reason the bond market is down 17% this year. It's really unusual to have the stock market and the bond market down and really no place to hide. That's why it's been such a grind this year because there really hadn't been anywhere to hide. But certainly the news, the positive news today wasn't about the lack of a red wave. The positive news today was that inflation seems to be softening.
Right, and that's actually good news, especially for consumers, because we've been paying a lot for everything from, our goods to even housing or gas and other things like that.
And interest rates are a double-edged sword, right? It's bad for people that are borrowing money and having to pay higher interest rates. It's great for people on fixed incomes that haven't had much to do with their investments and get return out of it. Now they're going to be able to get some returns out of it. So there are a lot of older people that are counting on returns in the bond market. They're pretty happy that interest rates are going up. So there's always a yin and yang in all of this, right?
In everything. So we're actually approaching the end of the year. Cannot believe that. What are some wonderful tax planning tips that people need to start doing now in order for them to get like a big return?
Well, I think tax planning is really about how do you pay less in taxes, and so the easiest thing to do is to just maximize your paying into your retirement plans, right? If you have a retirement plan, maximize your deductions into your retirement plan, and if they match, there are a lot of people that don't maximize the match that companies offer. So if a company offers you $1 for every dollar you put in up to 3% or 4%, that's just free money. That's 100% return on your investment in a day. You can annualize that and it'd be pretty impressive. And so why people don't do that, you have to actually invest in your future self, right? So you invest in your future self, the company will invest in your future self as well. And so I think really make sure that you maximize your matches. That's the first thing. And then charitable giving, we talked about that earlier. Charitable giving is end of year is a great time to try to maximize that, but you have to do it the right way. Because what you really want to do if you have investments is you want to take those investments that have high gains in them and donate those to charity. So go to the Create Foundation. Here is our community foundation in North Mississippi. Go to them, start a donor advised fund, and give inflated investments to them, and you avoid all the capital gains tax on those, plus you get the deduction. It's a wonderful thing to do, and there are a lot of very smart people that don't do that, and they just stroke a check or give cash instead of giving stock that has high gains in it.
Wow. Well, thank you so much there, Scott Reed, for joining us this afternoon. We're going to have you back, of course, so you can be able to give us some more tips here, too.
It's always fun to be here with you, Tanya.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, still to come on WTVA 9.